Is there anyone in the NBA more unstoppable than Luka Doncic when he catches fire?
It's been a struggle so far defensively to stop this man. Doncic steps back, puts it in. Luka Doncic hooking early. Doncic fires away, connects on another. Luka Doncic, 14 points in the first 6 minutes. Watson, who defended Steph Curry so well, Doncic hooks it in. Luka Doncic erupts.
Is there anyone in the NBA more unstoppable than Luka Doncic when he gets rolling? In just the first quarter alone, Luka reminded the entire league why the Dallas Mavericks were in the finals last year, why he's simply unguardable, and why Nico Harrison will forever be a controversial figure in Dallas. Because seriously, how many players can drop 21 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds in just 12 minutes while helping the Lakers put up their highest scoring quarter of the season? And here's the thing, if your game plan is to focus on Luka as a scorer, he'll torch you. But the moment you decide to double team him, he'll pick your defense apart with his elite playmaking. That's exactly what happened. To truly understand Luka's gravity on the court, let's not just look at his assists. Let's talk about the passes that don't even count as assists, but still create easy buckets. Like this play, Luka gets into the paint, MPJ helps off Reeves, so Luka kicks it out to AR, who collapses the defense before finding Dorian Finney-Smith wide open for 3. Or, as he would say, buck naked, open. And then there's this. Vincent sets a screen, Luka waits for the double, then swings it to Vincent, who moves it to Dalton, then to Finney-Smith. Boom. Another uncontested 3. This is exactly why Luka Doncic is unguardable. Even in a quarter where he dominated one-on-one matchups, the moment the Nuggets tried to double him, he still finished with 3 assists and created countless wide-open shots that won't even show up in the box score. After a slow start to his Lakers career, Luka is officially back to being Luka. Over his last 10 games, he's averaging nearly 31 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per game. And if that's not a warning to the rest of the NBA, I don't know what is. In a game where LeBron James was watching from the sidelines, it was Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves who put the league on notice. This Lakers squad has a legit big 3, and I'm not talking about the so-called big 3s over in Phoenix or Philly. No, I'm talking about 3 guys who can score, create, shoot, and make plays at an elite level. Good luck stopping that.
He's doing a dance out on top, trying to work Mamu a little bit. Underneath, score! And 1!
Yes, one of the greatest sporting events in the world. And what better way to experience the madness of March than with Koshi, where you can put your money on the line and back the teams you believe in. Take Duke, for example. Can they cap off their incredible season with a championship run? Or does the uncertainty around Cooper Flagg's health make them a risky bet? If you believe in the Blue Devils, then at 20 cents, you could 5x your returns with Kawhi.
Markets on almost everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. So put your sports and entertainment knowledge to the test and sign up using my link in the description below, and the first 500 traders that trade 100 contracts will get up to $10 back. Thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring today's.
Now, I just mentioned him before, but what truly makes this Lakers team terrifying is what happened after Luka's explosive 21-point first quarter. Denver might have thought they had a shot at cutting into the lead once Luka went to the bench, but that's when Austin Reeves took over. And if you're not familiar with Austin Reeves as the #1 option, let me make this clear. He's an all-star. Not almost an all-star, not borderline all-star. When he's the go-to guy, he plays at an elite level, period. And we're seeing it night after night. With Luka resting, Reeves went to work. Check out this play. A quick left-to-right crossover on Westbrook, then a hard Euro step past Bruce Brown for the layup. Pure finesse. Or this time, isolated against MPJ, and this is just too easy for Reeves. A nasty crossover, stop on a dime, and a smooth pull-up jumper. And then, in the third quarter, just as Denver was clawing its way back into the game, shrinking the Lakers' lead, Reeves stepped up again. Down to 13 points, Reeves responded instantly. First, he drained a 3. Got a lucky bounce, sure, but hey, a bucket's a bucket. Then, he pushed the pace in transition, got Watson to bite on the fake, and finished with ease. And if that wasn't enough, he showcased his playmaking again, this time leading the fast break, hanging in the air, and dropping it off to Finney-Smith, forcing Michael Malone to burn a timeout. That's when you know a team is dangerous. When you have 3 players who can give you 25 and 10, who can go on personal, scoring runs, and who can force opposing coaches into panic timeouts, you're no longer just a good team, you're a legit problem in the Western Conference. But let's go back to Luka Doncic. This is the Luka we're used to seeing. And the first major warning shot was fired last week. Yeah, the Lakers lost to Milwaukee, but who cares about the loss? The real story was Luka dropping 45, punishing mismatches, hitting impossible shots, and making it all look effortless. And when he gets into his improvisation mode, it's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness, he's at his best. Stop it. Stop it. One big reason for his scoring resurgence. He's back over 30 points per game, and a huge part of that is his three-point shooting. With his size, finishing ability, and mid-range game, it's easy to forget that at the heart of his scoring is his jumper. After struggling to find his rhythm in his first few games in LA, Luka has locked back in, now knocking down threes at a high clip on serious volume. And that's when you start seeing those heat check moments like in Denver or against Milwaukee, where he's walking into deep threes that only Steph Curry and Damian Lillard even dare to attempt consistently. And that is what makes him unguardable. When you combine that with Luka's inside game, that's what makes him so dangerous in the playoffs, because he can beat you in so many different ways. And now, we're witnessing that in purple and gold. Well, more like purple and yellow these days. Can we bring back the gold? Side note. Anyway. Oh, and have I mentioned the other key piece of this Lakers puzzle? Yeah, LeBron James. Sure, the Nuggets were missing Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, so this wasn't their best version. But guess what? This wasn't the Lakers' best version either. Because let's not forget, before his injury, LeBron wasn't just playing well. He wasn't just really good for his age. No, he was one of the 3 or 4 best players in the entire NBA. Forget about the age factor. The conversation was Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then LeBron was right there with any other superstar you could name. And let's be clear, this wasn't just a hot streak. After a slow start to the season, where some people even dared to call him washed, LeBron was putting up 27 PPG, 8+ assists, 8+ rebounds, shooting 54% from the field, 47% from 3, and 78% from the line. Those are ridiculous numbers. Oh, and did I mention? Rui Hachimura still has to come back. For the last 2 seasons, he's been insanely efficient, and his defense has been steadily improving. Now, imagine him as the 4th option, playing alongside 2 superstars and an all-star level player. Like Austin Reeves, he's going to get wide open looks all game long. It's going to be ridiculous. And honestly, you could say that about every single player on this roster. Not just the role players, but Luka, LeBron, and Reeves. Every single guy on this team is going to get better shots than they've ever had in their careers, just because of the sheer talent at the top of the roster. And when you have 3 guys like that, plus a committed defense and a great coach, you've got a legit shot at doing anything. This version of Luka Doncic is sending a message to the entire NBA: he's back and the Lakers are coming. If you made it all the way to the end of the video and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Dropping a like on the video, that'd be pretty cool too. But most importantly, have an awesome day.